The 8 parts of speech are verbs, nouns, pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Additional help can be found on the English Rules tab in this website for all the following topics. Verbs show action or a state of being. Every sentence and clause must have a subject, noun, or pronoun, and a verb. Ask, be, become, begin, call, can, come, could, do, feel, find, get, give, go, have, hear, help, keep, know, leave, let. Nouns are the names of person, places, or things, or an idea. There are 2 kinds of nouns. Common nouns are words used to name general items rather than specific ones. Examples: man, mountain, state, ocean, country, building, cat, airline, dog, boy, school. Proper nouns: specific persons, places, or things. Examples: Bob, Martha, New Year's Day, Woolworth, Google, Mr. John Smother, New York, meal times, Vista, Heights, Atlantic Ocean, Mount Fuji. Pronouns take the place of nouns and help you avoid using the noun over and over again. Therese asked John if Therese could borrow John's car, so Therese could go to Therese's doctor's appointment. Pronouns take the place of nouns. Therese asked John if she could borrow his car, so she could go to her doctor's appointment. Personal pronoun: I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Object form: me, you, him, her, it, us, them. Adjectives modify nouns or pronouns. This means that they describe, limit, or in some way give a more definitive meaning to a noun or pronoun. Limiting adjective points to the exact noun or pronoun and shows quantity. That book, $20, the ticket, or examples. Which, whose, what, kind, and how many. A descriptive adjective tells us the quality or the condition of the noun or the pronoun. A short man, the excited dog, a hot meal. An entire phrase can be an adjective. The mug with the rainbow painted on it broke. The invitation that was addressed to John got lost. An adjective can modify a noun phrase. Driving to work can be hazardous. Here, driving to work is the noun phrase, and hazardous is the adjective. Adjectives come in degrees: positive, comparative, and superlative. The positive degree is the adjective in its simplest form, fast. The comparative form adds er, faster. The superlative form adds est, fastest. Some adjectives are easily to identify because of their suffix: able, forgettable, musical, airy, stationary, harden, full, plentiful, able, incorrigible, ick, cosmic, ish, devilish, I've, furtive, less, hopeless, like, ladylike, us, hazardous, some, handsome, ibble, incorrigible, merry, why, merry. Adverbs modify verbs. Adjectives and other adverbs tell how, when, where, and how much. Verbs are found in every sentence. They can show action or clarity, the subject of the sentence. There are two kinds of verbs, action and linking. Here are examples of an action verb in a sentence with the verb underlined or highlighted. I ate the entire box of chocolates. Harry drove his car to the park. Linking verbs do not express action. Rather, they connect the subject to information about the subject. Here are two examples. Juan is really smart. Karen can be late at times. Adverbs can also modify adjectives. Adjectives are the words that modify or describe nouns and pronouns. Two examples are, that is a lovely hat. The red car is missing. Lastly, adverbs can modify other adverbs. Here are a few examples of adverbs. Cheetahs can run fast. You type slowly. Adverbs can answer questions, start questions, give more information, and connect parts of a sentence. Here are the explanations of different types of adverbs with examples. Adverbs can be sorted into the kinds of questions they answer. Adverbs of manner answer the question, how? She watched the children carefully. Adverbs of time answer the question, when? I always arrive early for my appointment. Adverbs of place answer where? Why don't you play outside? Adverbs of degree answer how much? After the trip, I was totally exhausted. Adverbs of frequency would answer the question, how often? We watched movies occasionally. Conjunctive adverbs can connect clauses or sentences. Here's a short list of some conjunctive adverbs. Also, besides, finally, however, instead, nevertheless, next, now, otherwise, still, then, therefore, and thus. If conjunctive adverbs connect to two independent clauses, sentences, a semicolon is used like in, the kids are in bed. Finally, I can get some work done. If the conjunctive adverb is within a clause, commas are used to separate it, like, she would not go out with him the first time he asked. The young man, nevertheless, refused to give up. Interrogative adverbs come at the beginning of a question, like, how did you do that? Why are you smiling? When young children learn about adverbs, they often just think all you have to do is add an ly to a word and it becomes an adverb. This is true for many adverbs, but not all. Many adjectives can easily become adverbs, like slow equals slowly, soft equals softly, and precise equals precisely. Clauses can function as adverbs. A clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. Independent clauses are called sentences. So when you ask, what does the adverb modify, you need to realize that a clause may be functioning as the adverb. Here are some examples. After dinner is over, we will see a movie. When? She got additional training, so she would get a promotion. Why? Prepositional phrases and infinitive phrases can also act as adverbs. Here are two examples. She gets a part-time job during the summer. When? He had to run to catch the train. Why? Prepositions must have an object and show a relationship between its object and some other word in the sentence. Aside from providing information about the location in place and time, this part of speech usually comes before a noun or a pronoun to describe its relationship to another word or part of the sentence. The child quickly hid under the thick covers. The word under is a preposition which links the noun, child, and covers and shows the relationship between the two. My kite soared above the building. In this example sentence, the preposition above shows the relationship between the kite and the building. I think it's a vessel for weapons. The italicized word for is a preposition which describes the relationship between the word vessel and weapons. Positions and modifiers. Not required. Plus noun or pronoun, object of the preposition. Some examples of preposition phrases. Above the dark skies. Above equals preposition. The dark equals modifiers. Skies equal noun. Above equal preposition. The and dark equals modifiers. Skies equal noun. In New York, in preposition. New York noun. From my father. From equals preposition. My equal modifier. Father equal noun. Since there are so many possible relationships and locations in time and place that need to be indicated, there is actually a long list of prepositions that can be used in sentences. With, at, from, into, during, including, until, against, among, throughout, despite, towards, upon, concerning, of, to, in, for, on, by, about, like, through, over, before, between, after, since, without, under, within, along, following, across, behind, beyond, plus, except, but, up, out, around, down, off, above, near. Conjunctions join words, phrases, and clauses. Common conjunctions: and, as, because, but, for, just, as, or, neither, nor, not only, so, whether, yet. I tried to hit the nail, but hit my thumb instead. I have 2 goldfish and a cat. I'd like a bike for commuting to work. You can have peach ice cream or a brownie sundae. Neither the black dress nor the gray one looks right on me. My dad always worked so hard so we could afford the things we wanted. I tried hard in school, yet I am not receiving good grades. Interjections show feeling and are punctuated with either a comma or an exclamation point. Here are some interjections with an accompanying sentence. Ah, that feels wonderful. Alas, I'm lost in the wilderness. Bah, that was a total waste of time. Bless you. I couldn't have done it without you. It's time for me to go. Cheerio. Congrats. You finally got your master's degree. Vicky. Don't you ever think before you speak? Gesundheit. Are you starting to get a cold? Good grief. Why are you wearing shorts in the winter? Grrr. I'm going to get back at him for that. Humph. He probably cheated to make such a good grade. Oh dear. I don't know what to do about this mess. Pip pip. Let's get moving. Shoot. I forgot my brother's birthday. Well, duh. That was a stupid thing to do. Yowza. That is a beautiful ball gown. Components of a sentence can include subject, who, what the sentence is about. The person is doing the action. I, pronoun, applied, adjective. To the university, noun. As a new student. Predicate, verb or action being done. Applied. Direct object, something, someone, the action is done to. Indirect object, the person, thing, the action is done to or for. Prepositions, relationship words that provide information about how the other parts of the sentence fit together. Modifiers, words that provide additional detail about a subject, action, or object in the sentence. Articles, words that modify nouns. Dependent subordinate clauses, clauses that can't stand alone.